All right, we are back. So my Wi-Fi crashed, so I didn't mean to cut the stream, but we are back now, and about to play this game. We're all set up for the Nationals at the Kings here. So thanks for being back with me. I did round up the roster, so Tracy is going to be on it. That's the wrong team. This is the Kings. What did I get? I didn't get much. I did get Ramirez up. So he'll make his Kings debut likely today. It's the only third baseman I have right now. And then the other one I brought up was Mike Cusumano for the Kings, the Italian Mike Cusumano. And he was decent for us earlier in the Sims. And that's it for, and then actually Derek Foster too. Derek Foster is my new backup catcher. He'll also be making his Kings debut. A decent defender. He is a backup catcher, not a starter. And then Mario Mendez was the one pitcher. That's it. Yeah, that's it. And then Emerling I got in the deal. He'll probably start the next stream I play with the Kings next time out. That'll be the 4th. I closed that tab, so I don't know when that'll be. That'll be the next stream. That'll be tomorrow. So we are rolling with this one. It's the Nationals at the Kings in Atlanta. Here we go. Full screen. And I'm actually not going to do broadcast for this one. I usually broadcast by default, but we'll do hybrid. And we got David Woodward starting, and this will be our lineup unless I want to make a move. Cusumano, not much for energy. Third base, they have Riddle right now. Let's put Riddle at short because Fujita is tired. And I'm going to put in Ozzy Ramirez instead just to get his debut under his belt. And I'm okay with it. They messed with the lineup a little bit, but I'm okay with it. In general, I do want to move Dominguez down, though. Set him 8th. Gets is hot, so actually let's have him play instead of Dominguez. So cool, we'll roll with this. Again, thanks for rejoining me. We are playing some Atlanta Kings baseball here, post-trade deadline. Cool.
Now from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Game 1 here in the month of August.
J.C. Ray starting off this
Washington Nationals
and the Kings. Half.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Got that screwball. You're going to see a lot of that screwball today. But here we go. David Woodward. I'll move my base. He is only 6 starts. He was our long reliever for a lot of the simulation up to this point. 4.53 ERA. That's decent. Okay. Not a big strikeout guy. 44 and 53 and 2/3. And I like his delivery a lot. It's Bronson Arroyo's. Bronson Arroyo's old delivery. So here is Gordon Landry to start. We have played the Nationals once already. We beat them. That is now on YouTube if you want to see it. That was from January 13th, just a week ago. In game a little longer than a week. So here we go. There's the fastball. It's only going to be about 90 anyways. So what a start. After this one, it is August 1st. There's Ramirez, the new third baseman, and J.C. Ray, your favorite goal.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll getting
third in the division. We sold off pieces, but I still think we're playing well enough where we play into it instead of completely tanking on the season. And Getz makes the play. The veteran. I love Bobby Getz. Their starting lineup. They got Ben Brown again. He's been playing a lot, it looks like, in left field today. Everyone else looks like their regular starter, though. Tompkins, Sorensen, Pena, Mercer, Vickers, McMahon, and then Reeder, I think, is the restarter.
That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent,
So here
and
is
that's what I love.
Ben Brown, again, one of the newer guys to this roster. Ben Brown.
Into the
veteran
box now.
left-handed bat,
Ben
plays
Frown.
everywhere.
Riddle ranging into the outfield.
Again, thanks for
He's
being here.
got it. A
Appreciate
nice play
all of
there.
you.
2 away.
Go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you're
Now
not
at the
already.
plate,
That's where I post a lot of
Tompkins.
information.
He carries the
And
8th
then
best
here on
batting
Twitch,
average in the National League entering the
_OS.
fourth.
Just getting started here in Atlanta. Of course, I'm not in Atlanta. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's about 25 degrees today.
Here comes
So
the first
that's why
pitch.
we are
A
inside.
fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And there are our umpires.
Yes, Cole, that's correct. Yeah. Check out the
Strikes
free agents. I did a little bit
Parker.
more boosting
Hey,
of
not a
guys who
very
could
big
make an
strike
impact
zone,
in your
but a strike
franchise.
zone that
If you
kinda
do a
moves
fantasy
around
draft,
a
of
little
course,
bit.
I'm sure he'll
Too much
become
for my
somebody's
liking.
roster.
Yeah, Dan, I noticed
But
you had a
always
clear
look through the
scouting
free
report
agents
with
when you
Darryl.
start a
I'll tell you
franchise.
what, you're going to know
There's
in the
a
first
few
2 innings
diamonds in the
where he's
rough.
going
There's
to
a
be.
few veterans that really
Time, and
can
the
make an
side is
impact
retired.
right away. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Cole.
Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Impact players everywhere. I'm playing on hybrid today instead of on my usual broadcast, so hopefully this game takes a little less time. I don't exactly have the whole night tonight, but we'll definitely be playing this one.
What's the word on
With
him?
Reader,
Hey,
not
this
great
guy's had
numbers.
a really solid season, and what
Here in
shows me
Reader,
that more than anything, solid 3-to-1
strikeout to
strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do
right.
that, he'll pitch
Yeah,
really well
my
in this
face
one.
back.
At the plate, J.C. Ray.
J.C. Ray to start it off.
Here in the bottom half of the first.
Sinker, 12-6 curve, 14, and a changeup from Reader. And I want nothing to do with that curveball. Slow curveball. We're ahead of the Nationals in the division, so that is a big plus.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can
I
put
just need
together
to
2 games in a row, a lot
get
of
the ball in
positive
play
vibes
here,
start
because
happening.
he
You never
doesn't
know.
give
This
up
could
much
be
for
a jump
homers.
start to
Most
big
sinker
things.
ballers don't, and that's going to be knock
Toward
the
the
started
alley
off.
left
Let's
center.
go.
And
No
that
way
finds
I'm going to
outfield
second.
grass. It's a
But
base
that's
hit.
a single to get this one started. So
Hey,
1,
this
2,
game
3
started
top
off
of the half, and a
exactly the way they
leadoff
wanted
single
to.
from J.C.
Leadoff
Ray in
single
the
in
bottom
the
half.
very first after their
Love
pitcher
to
went
see
out
it.
there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Love it. Man, solid defender. He goes to make that play. One hopper right to him. Here's Mesoraco, been one of my more clutch bats. Oh, it's right down the middle.
Line drive to center
I didn't
field.
expect him to throw the first one right down the middle.
There,
On
and
it
he has
though.
it for the first out.
That's all right.
And with that,
If you got to make 27 outs in a game, why not have them be bullets to the center
What's
fielder,
the word
right?
on this club as they start the
It's
new
okay.
month?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side.
All right.
They're going to
Please
have
Parker
to
batting
see the
third.
ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that
Right on
sinker
the corner.
in there. Should be
Again, playing on the
interesting
Hall
to
of Fame.
see
I got my own sliders.
what
If you want to use them as
if
well,
he's
they're
got
in the
the good
vault.
one
Just
or
search
not.
Bacon.
First chance
Roster
for
is
him here
also
with
in the
a
vault.
runner at
Again,
first and
just
one
search
gone.
Bacon. It's Bacon Stream roster. The newest update of Bacon's fictional
Pitch out.
roster.
Nothing
Been
doing.
doing this for about 4 years. Finally getting traction now. Thinking I could run with Ray. I'm not super into stealing bases in general, honestly.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And he fouls this one off.
That's 2-2 Parker. Doing fastball. Not those simply.
Here's the pitch. Skied in the
That'll
air,
do, right?
away left.
No.
Left fielder is on the move.
Oh, wow. It
He gets there and
didn't
makes
look good,
play
too.
for
The PCI wasn't
second
great,
out of the
but it
inning.
kept going. So I thought I had a chance. Here's Franklin. He leads the team in
Settling
homers.
in now, Mason Franklin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Becomes set. Here's
That
the
slide
nothing
stuff.
and
I
nothing
don't
pitch.
like pitch outs.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's
They don't
going
even
on.
pitch out in Major League Baseball that much anymore. Yeah, I thought it was out too.
And he
Really
won't
looked
bite
good
at
off the
that
bat.
one either. It's 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out.
2-0,
It
this should be a
puts you
fastball,
behind in
right?
the count, and
Probably
if
a
you throw
sinker,
another
honestly.
ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now the 2-0.
Yep.
Hot shot
Oh,
down
got it down the line.
And the inning will continue as that's
We'll take
through
it.
for
He's
a
not going to
2-out
throw it
hit.
to second.
Now a long throw to third. And
We're
he
going.
is in
Franklin's going
there.
to get into second because the throw went to third. Let's go. That's some nice aggressive base running right there, taking advantage of the CPU. They always throw it to either the cutoff man or that time it went all the way to third because they thought they had a chance to be out. Oh, and I'm nowhere near the curveball. God, it's so slow.
He'll enter play here with an average just
Didn't make
over
too many guys with 70-mile-per-hour curveballs, but
18 driven in.
Reader's got one of them. Jeez, it was a strike all the way too. Looked like it was going to be something high, and then it came all the way down.
Well, that's pretty much a no.
Riddle's a veteran that's got to do something here, right? Let's get some runs early.
That was better recognition there.
Oh, that's not
Fouled away.
Off the plate. Yeah, way off the plate.
The set and the 1-2.
Still just expecting everything to be a sinker.
He's
not throwing sinkers, he's throwing that curveball to me. Especially because I flailed on the first pitch. If you look bad on the first pitch, they're going to keep throwing that same one.
Leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
But nothing in the first inning. Again, just getting started. We're in Atlanta. Playing as the Atlanta Kings. Bacon's fictional franchise. You see it above me right here. This is Bacon's fictional roster.
He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Bo Sorensen to start off for them.
First delivery to him on the way.
This is the main guy I'm worried about. Left-handed hitter, big power. 1,400 career hits. Can't believe he swung at that first pitch. Flailing. I'm not catching this one, am I? Woo! I am. You saying Matt Carpenter? Yeah, veteran bat. No batting gloves. I like the no batting gloves look. I didn't do it a whole lot. Yep, he's a veteran too. Plays everywhere in the infield. Yeah, I see it, Cole.
Now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive.
Yeah, he's got the same kind of like grit to him as Matt Carpenter does. That's for sure. Good comp.
Coming to the plate now,
TJ Mercer.
It was a 2-hit effort.
Again, this is all their starters except for the left fielder. Should be Stuart Overton for left field for them. They got Ben Brown out there, and this is a really quick inning. Look at that. Woodward's thrown 10 pitches in 2 frames.
Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches.
Yeah, no gloves too. I like the no glove look. I didn't want to abuse it because you don't want to use it too much, but there's a number of guys in the roster who have no batting gloves, and it looks good for the guys who have no batting gloves.
Last half of the inning, and that'll
give way
to the third baseman.
Going nuts with that purple. He's a B potential prospect, and I believe he's Colombian. Colombia. Better hitter against left-handed pitching. He's going to be great against lefties.
Now a swing and a miss.
I think he's young.
Off that one, and it's
got a home run in his last game in AAA. I like to see that. This is his first game with us. He played some with the Reds. That was pre the sim, of course. He's got that built in before any franchise starts. But he's the Reds' third baseman of the future, and they decided to trade him our way. I consider him probably our third baseman of the future. I do have a couple more B potential prospects in the minors, third base.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a
breaker. Was this another curveball? 1-2? Nope.
And that misses 2-2.
That one wasn't close at all. Oh, come on now. Change up in the middle of the plate, and I couldn't keep it fair. Oh, that sucks, and then the curveball into it. That's what I was thinking he was going to throw the entire time, and then he finally did it.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the
I don't like it. Curveball's down like that, I'm always going to go fishing. He gets 302 on the season. My utility veteran, Bobby Getz. He's been one of the other clutch hitters on this roster. Top of that, he's got a 9-game hit streak. Feel bad when you have a big hitting streak like that and you got to use him as a pinch hitter, but he's starting for their first strike. His fastball can only be about 90-91, so shit gets some knocks, right? That's 2 in the first inning.
and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2.
Nope.
Swing, no swing.
I'm gonna keep going after that curveball until I learn not to.
That pitch wasn't even close,
right?
and he almost chased it.
Good not to there.
I'm gonna expand the zone even more on the next one.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer.
All right, full count. Got to come into me now, right?
Aguilera, the
That was
number
a
8 hitter
changeup.
here, waits on.
The last 2 were curveball, changeup after fastballs. Okay, this one should be a sinker, right? No, it's a curveball. Let's go! Did you get it? Okay, that's good. We'll take it. He should get in the second, though. Brown doesn't have too much of an arm, right?
The relay.
Let's go.
Hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here.
Bobby Getz, fantastic hitter. I don't know what it is. I think I just like his swing, or maybe it's the hot zones. I don't know. But Bobby Getz with a big hit right here. It's a double. It's our second double in 2 innings.
The homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs.
I think they gave Franklin a double in the first
Everything
inning.
is moving north.
Let's go, Bobby Getz. So runner in scoring position. Got 3 hits in 2 innings. Let's get a 4th.
So now to the plate, Jorge Aguilera. Swung on, but
Again, I'm happy the hit was on a curveball. Got to hit the ones he keeps in the zone and lay off the ones that are down. Yeah, Getz is a stud. That's right. Bobby Getz.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the peak.
He's not even that old either, too. So he's a veteran free agent. So usually the free agents have, like, they're a little bit more flawed than guys who are in organizations, at least on the roster. And he seems to be really well-rounded, actually. So happy to have him on the squad playing left field today. Because he's playing right field today. That one should easily. Oh, come on. I'm not going to score because I didn't think it was going to drop. Oh, and now I got the pitcher.
Dan, that hit right there.
The back-to-back doubles just don't result in a run. I hate it. I hate trying to do base running in this game. And I still think I'm smarter than the CPU, but still that wasn't good.
There's nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going to hold calendar week with
Yeah,
getting at
we
least
can
one
pitch.
base hit, so there's a lot of positives.
So let's see if I can get hit with pitcher. I usually can't do anything when pitcher's bad. Really small PCI, 0 contact.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Softly hit ball here, foul off to the left
You got
side,
3
and it's
vision.
2 now.
What we got in a trade from Seattle? That's free to franchise as well.
Here's the 0-2.
Cool. See, I always have my eye though, so even with a pitcher at the plate, I'll always have the same discipline as I have in general. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Drop! Let's go! It's a hit for the pitcher. Yes, Woodward with the 2 RBI single. What's up, Jasper? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Just in time too. Just in time to see me score with my pitcher at the plate. Pitchers can't hit 2, Jasper. Don't forget that.
Swinging bat is a dangerous bat, no matter who swings it.
I mean, none of you guys forget that pitcher's there too. And that was a 0 contact, 0 power pitcher right there too. Let's go player stats. I'll go to my pitcher real fast. This is the dude, David Woodward. And yeah, 0s across the board, and I still got a knock. Big hit. Big hit. I was worried because when Aguilera had his double, I knew he was the 8-hitter today.
JC Rain. As the first pitch misses to him, it's
Yeah, Jasper, you are a pitcher, and yeah, you can hit too.
Here, he reached via a single to lead off.
Never forget that. Pitchers will always at least think they can hit. Then some guys mail it in, but the ones who try,
Line towards center
right to the center fielder. Love it.
But sadly for him,
So I have a line drive out to the center fielder in both innings. Again, that's not the end of the world. It means you're squaring it up at least. Usually a good sign. Even though the hit from Woodward was a nothing. Okay, Jasper, thanks for stopping by, buddy. He's Mesoraco.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now there's a changeup to start him
Take a
out,
few
but it
on,
drops
please,
low
right?
away for ball
He's at
1.
40 pitches only in 2 innings.
That's 40 pitches for him already.
Didn't even get
This
to
doesn't
get
have the
through 2
makings
innings
of a
yesterday.
start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-0 home.
That's down.
In the dirt here.
I'm not being aggressive with Woodward at all. Pitchers don't really run on the roster.
2-0.
I made a few of them that do so, though, so watch out. 2-0, this should be fastball. Was off the plate though, just a little bit on the edge. Say hi in the chat if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. I'm Bacon96. This is Bacon's Fictional roster, playing Bacon's Fictional franchise. The Atlantic Kings here today. 3-1, this should also be a fastball, right? 2-0, 3-1, always fastballs. Yes, and I missed it. Thinking it was going to be a sinker again, and then kept the fastball up. That's all right. Come on, Mezzrock, get one in play, buddy. Nope.
And he fouls this one off.
All right, we'll battle then. That's fine. 46 pitch right here from Reader. Curveball. Is that a knock?
And this will be put away easily for the.
Okay, we'll take 2 though, and it's our pitcher who gets the hit. Love it, Woodward. Love the jacket.
We played 2 full. The Kings.
I only threw 10 pitches in these same 2 innings. Reader threw 46, and I threw 10. That's great.
Standing in, Colin Vickers. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's
Vickers had a double
third
the
after
first
the
inning.
first 6
First
guys
inning
in the
played.
lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be
The
interesting
10
to
stolen
see if they
bases
can
on the
find a
season
way
too.
to get
Okay.
this guy before
All right,
he
I
really
see you.
settles in.
Fouled away.
Had a home run in his last game. That was the first game of this series, I'm guessing.
And it's quickly
I always play the
1-2.
second game of the series. So when they say previous game, it usually is against me. So that's cool. Nice to have that little insight in the franchise.
Another one sent.
I'd like more, honestly, still, if it said more stuff about hot streaks and, career pace or
Another 0-2.
stuff like that, especially later in the season. And they do. They say, like, who's near the top and everything. But, say stuff about, like, where you are compared to your career stats, or, like, this was a breakout season for him, stuff like that.
Just misses. That's ball 1.
How he really turned into a star, how Fernando Tatis Jr. is now like a big-time bat in the Padres lineup rather than just being another dude. Stuff like that.
The 1-2.
A little more dynamic realism like that. That's a big strikeout again.
The swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out
First
front.
strikeout, had to use it. What was that, 6 pitches?
A great pitch to do it on.
We'll take it though.
It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Love it. He's McMahon. He's really nothing with the bat. Of course, I should remind myself that the last game I kept saying that they had a couple guys who weren't really much with a bat, and those were the guys who hit home runs. So, try not to slam the players at the bottom of the order because I might still get knocks off me. Again, everyone has skills, and yep, there's the knock. Just like I said, I'm always gonna jinx myself like that, right? That's bad.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even.
Or is that an error?
Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught
Maybe that
it.
wasn't an error.
The game moves
Either way,
fast,
he's on.
You have to do one thing at a time.
Runner at first.
Yeah, now he gets the bunt. That's not ideal. I don't like that. He's got some nice yellow on his cleats. I like doing that. Add some yellow or gold. Those are pretty common now in Major League Baseball.
Now he's going
to take a chance there.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now we just got to get Landry.
So coming to the plate.
Again, I haven't thrown too many pitches. I'm at 20 now.
Scoring position with Sugan.
He's probably going to start pumping in.
He's ready now. The pitch.
Not where I wanted it.
No one can make a play, and the first
nice play out there by Getz. This could be an out at second. Ooh, it's not. Landry's just a little bit faster than what I would have needed to get the out there. 34th double. I should have kept it as a 4-seam instead of the cutter out there. Yeah, because that cutter was not far enough in. Oh, this is going to be another run. What are we doing?
And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Not ideal.
Boy, there are
especially with the three hitters coming up now. That's Hopkins.
But none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock.
Can't throw high fastballs if you only throw 89, then I guess, huh?
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always want to
hit it when my finger slips and you're nowhere near where the meter's supposed
take
to
the
be.
donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
And keeps the line moving.
Hopkins is second in doubles. He has 28. Second in the NL.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I'm not liking this. There we go,
2-2
Woodward.
and 2 now. That pitch was so
Now what?
slow it
2-2,
barely
throw cutter away
registered
again?
on the radar
I just like
gun.
that cutter, I think.
Yeah, Matt. We don't see too
He's
many
nowhere near
pitches
the
crawling to the plate
screwball
like
there,
that.
but
Especially these days, that can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And that'll get down for
this
a
is
base
bad
hit.
pitching. Or just lucky getting it, guys. I don't know. Here's Sorensen. Again, guy I'm scared of.
Standing in now, Bo Sorensen.
Ooh, that one landed. I like
He'll
it.
take a look at a high strike that
We'll do
time.
the same
It's
thing.
0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. 2 men are on with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls in the strike.
Now I'm losing it with Woodward.
It's not easy
If I
to
give up a
continue
hit here.
pounding the strike zone when you've given
Oh
up
my
3
God.
consecutive hits.
Long
He has to
two-out
trust
rally.
that getting the ball out of the
Wow!
zone will get him an out.
3-1 to him now.
If
Trying
I'm
to
in the
fall,
box right now,
I won't
I'm
be
coming
falling.
home
That was a good release too, and it was right off the plate.
something over the heart of the plate.
Really would have liked him to swing at that.
Now a fastball
that one,
gets
but
the
that's a
upper
strike.
part of the zone for strike 2.
Great, so now the runner's going to go since it's full. What do I do here? Screwball again?
Didn't love the location.
Not in love with his
But I
changeup.
gotta be honest with you,
Screwball
I
might be
think
the
he's
move
got
then.
him on his heels right now.
If
Don't
he's
be
not,
shocked if he attacks
runner's
the
not
zone
going
again.
anywhere. He's not trying to steal, I mean.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Oh, so they tie it
2
to third.
runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a
3
couple
hits.
of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Now at the plate, Chase Parker, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Here's Parker. Had that deep fly ball his first time up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third.
What do you guys think of the hitting
This
camera?
is
You guys,
0-1.
anyone use? What does everyone use? I think this is Zoom. What is it? Zoom 3, something like that.
Now a change-up, but it misses just a little.
I mess around with it a lot. I just want to be able to use custom cameras on the line, is what I always think. Yeah, this is strike zone 3. So you can usually see most of the batter. But I've used other ones, and I don't exactly like the super zoomed in ones, but I don't want to be really far away from the pitches because you want to see the break. You want to see like the break as soon as you can too. So that's why people like the zoomed in ones. But I like to see the batter still.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Strike zone 2, Cole.
I'd like to
Okay.
see a little
Yeah,
bit
I like
more
that.
discipline in that. You get to count your favorite. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not
Yeah, I
good.
used to use fisheye just because I couldn't find a better one online, but the players look weird. I don't know if
The 2-2 one more time.
that's just a personal preference. I mean, hitting camera is all personal preference. Just find something that works for you. I feel like this is the best one for me. But yeah, I usually use a custom camera, and I'm not right now.
Corner. But this is foul near the seats. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Gets the outside
Oh, I
corner.
thought it was
strike
going to move.
3. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look
There's
at the
standings
current
again.
position
We're
standings.
7 out
You
of
can
first
see
place.
these guys
Miami
have
took
to
it over the Mets. The
put
Mets
out
were
for it
at
if they wanna
first
make noise in the division.
before we started playing. Yeah, okay. No, again, it's all personal preference.
Next will be
So
the
use
fourth
whatever you
hitter,
like, Cole.
Mason Franklin. He singled his last time up.
Something that keeps you comfortable at the plate. That's what matters. Take
On its way.
balls, swing at strikes. Swing at the strikes you want to swing at. Yeah, whatever the strategy is to get to that.
Here's the pitch.
Good.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Yeah, especially online. Once you get like a good camera online, then you
Up
can
and
play well
the 0-2
too.
pitch.
I'm not super comfortable with that. What's up, Rogue? Welcome, buddy.
1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brown.
Yeah,
is
matching
into this one.
Mason Franklin. I like it.
And there's the second out of the inning.
He's not matching for me right now. I think I only have the 1 home run of him in Colorado.
Now to the plate,
But yeah, it's not great when the middle of your lineup isn't producing like the middle of your lineup should. Kind of where we're at right now. Got all the supporting guys doing well, it seems, but then it's the middle lineup that isn't. Brian's of course got doubles though. He can doubles with him. Line drives to left field, stuff like that.
At the letters, it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
And that's off the plate.
Called as he says, "You got to be kidding me!" with the side retired.
Okay, yeah, I mean those are the 3 biggest bats, right? Middlebrook's not exactly my type of hitter, so I moved him. That was well before the All-Star break. And yeah, I thought that I would hit well with the middle air lineup, but I'm really not with either one, Parker or Franklin. It's all Bobby gets so far for us.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of where we're at with this franchise than where I'm at with the Spiders right now.
First in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Like the prospects a little better with the Spiders. I think I like the bullpen a little bit more with the Spiders too.
Mercer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Yeah, we'll put a little bit more of a spin on it in the offseason. Come back stronger next year, right?
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Yep.
Now in the box, Colin Vickers.
Vickers was the only strikeout, right? Only had 1. With 7 pitches.
First offering on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Vickers is 303 career home runs.
But I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
Yeah, I do rogue actually. That's mostly just because I don't want to have to change them all the time.
The 1-1.
But I don't see too much of an issue. And again, with my roster, I'm not worried about really like outlier stats, like really ridiculous home run totals or anything, or ERAs or any stats even.
Now a good pitch
so I just leave the sliders, where I have them when I'm playing, just for ease. Of course, I know there's sliders that are more realistic, but everything's realistic when it comes to Bacon's fictional roster.
As he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Digging in to try it again, Ozzie Ramirez.
The third baseman.
Again, thanks for being here. I am Bacon96, Bacon's fictional roster, Bacon's fictional franchise.
Here's the first pitch to him. And
You
this
can
one's
see
nowhere
that
close
above
as
me.
it
You can't
bounces
now
to the
because you're
plate
like,
for
there it
ball
is.
1. Action now in
Because
the
Young
Washington
Cole
bullpen
traded
as a
him
right-hander
from the
begins to
Spiders
get
to
loose.
these Nationals. There he is.
The
Long
1-0.
reliever. You can't be thinking about bullpen already. I mean, I guess the pitcher spot's going to be up for the next inning, so maybe Reeder just goes 4. Seen stranger things. That's a knock. There we go. Ramirez first one as a king.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker.
And yeah, that was a good pitch. He just got it in a good spot.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there.
You get a better third baseman, and maybe he gets to that, but that's right in the hole. Here's Getz. He had a double his first time. And of course, he scored our first run on the Woodward hit. That's another one. This dude, all he does is hit.
And that's going to get down for a base hit.
I'm going to hold Ramirez there. Not great speed.
These guys are in perfect position.
But what a dude. Bobby Getz with 2 knocks and 2 at-bats. I got to have him that high or something. Play him every day. Have him play second base or something. I don't know. But he has been fantastic for us. At least me in
Now,
game.
Jorge Aguilera.
Maybe I'll sit him in general and only play with him.
Strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ready with the 0-1.
There's the sinker now. Oh, come on!
But foul.
Aguilar's been great with runners in scoring position. That's a 320. Saw that in the bottom right if you were looking. And I strike out.
Good sinker there. Gets him
So now here's when we make a big decision here. Oh, they're taking him out already. Okay, so here's Cole. Right, they didn't have anybody else out.
That's going to be all for his starter.
I think they'd take him out right here. Why wouldn't they wait for me to pick a pinch hitter or something?
After what has to be considered a very brief appearance.
I mean, yeah, I'd call 3 1/3 brief as well. Okay.
Number 16.
Young Gun Cole, yep. 382, very good numbers in general, not much for strikeouts. So I'll at least be able to hit him a little bit. Now I got to think about if I pinch hit here, what we do. Mendez is decent for if I want to have him come in. He hasn't pitched with us in the majors yet. I don't know who it's going to be then. Bottom of their lineup, probably do Betancourt because he has the most energy. I don't want to do Dunning. He was the blow-up pitcher we had. Maybe it'll be or Hendricks. I could probably squeeze one out of the bullpen's tired in general, so I don't think I want to, since I'm at such a low pitch count. But I can even think about bunting. Do I bunt here? Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough decision for me. Again, I usually tell you guys what's on my mind about my managerial decisions, and I really don't know what to do here. I might just try to get another hit with Woodward. Again, not good in general, but Coey's going to at least make me hit the ball.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Maybe I just hope I get a walk here. That makes some sense too. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep taking.
The 1-0.
That's a strike. That's a sinker from Cole. He's only around there for his fastest pitches. That was 87. No, this is going to be a double play now. Oh, okay, we beat it out. Okay, cool. I have a chance with Ray then. Right, is he leading off? Yes, he is. JC Ray, runners at first and third. We are tied here in the fourth inning, already in their bullpen.
Set and the pitch.
Wow, I just went at that.
This year against right-handed pitching, Ray has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here.
Cool. I gotta just keep taking, hope they lose him right across the plate. Ah! I meant to tap it, so that wasn't supposed to be a whole swing. That was supposed to be just a half check swing kind of deal. Now we're down to 0-2. Yeah, that's not a good pitch to go after. Oh, tough. That delivery isn't ideal. Don't like it. Should have had a run off of that. Off of something there.
Welcome back.
All right, here is Heidi.
Standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Okay, they think he's going to drag bunt. I don't care. Go for it.
Here it is.
Not going to move my defense. I think that it's Otto. Yeah, he's already halfway at third base.
Behind 0-2 now.
Rogue, with your Reds, do you look at the minors at all? Have you looked at what they have? They have one of my favorite minor league systems. In the roster, of course, not very life.
Third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And now pitch on the way. And he looks at a
there we go.
Strike three.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah, I think I acquired 6 6 Reds minor leaguers
So
just in this
digging in
franchise
now, number
between my 2
16.
teams.
First at bat of the game for him here in the
Yeah,
fifth,
take a look.
as
Tell
he
me what
was
you
a
like.
late entrant into this one. Now a
Done that
big
before too. There's a
fastball
few
goes
players that I
well
like
behind it with the
in
swing.
general
Well, he kind
for
of
the
tipped his
Reds.
hand right there.
Keep
His
acquiring
approach is
in different
obviously sitting
franchises.
on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch here.
Even like their C
And he
starters
will
are
make
decent.
the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here, and it's going to be back to the top of them.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Gordon Landry. He
Right.
doubled
Yeah, take your
earlier
time
in
on
the game,
deciding
1
too. You
for
have until
2
the
to this
deadline
point.
before you got to pick if you're going to go all in or
Pitch of
not.
the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right.
I would say
and that is in there for a 2-out
the NL
base
Central is
knock.
one of the weaker
So he
divisions, and
picks
the
on
Reds
the
are one of
first
the better
pitch here
teams
and
in
is
that
able
weak
to
division.
extend the inning.
So you got a good
Pulled
shot.
on it first following the single to right.
Landry's
Making
second on
2
their team in
for
hits.
him here this evening. And as you see there, his total places him second on the Nationals in that category.
Brown, he had a hit last time.
Into the box, Ben Brown, as he
Go.
takes a cold
So
strike.
Woodward is at least bouncing
0-1.
back. Not a great
Man at
third
first with
inning,
2 out in a 2-2
but he's
ball
been
game.
decent here in
2
the
takes,
4th
and
and
now
then
he's
good
down
here in the
0-2.
5th.
I'm not sure,
We're
but
going to
he
do
may have been
this
taking to give the
screwball
guy at first
down
a chance to
0-2.
run.
No?
And
You're
this
not
one's
going.
in the dirt. Good job
All right,
there as the
all right.
count goes to 1-2.
Fastball up.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped up. Ramirez
There we go.
will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Cool, Rose. Thanks for stopping by.
Halfway home, tied 2 apiece.
Ramjet, yeah. So for this franchise to pick Cleveland and Atlanta, I wanted to pick a couple of veteran teams. So I had stuff to rebuild. So the Kings are one of the older teams in the set, and have a lot of expiring contracts, a lot of people who I can move at the deadline, which I did in the last episode earlier today, and just a lot of pieces that I could move around and a decent minor league system. And then on top of that, for Cleveland, it was more so I picked them because I like Paul Keyes, but then I picked them mostly because I wanted to make them the Spiders. So the decision was pretty much right after it was announced that Cleveland would no longer be the Indians, is when I decided I wanted to do a franchise like that. So I contacted Kasabi, who made the uniforms, or who made the logos. I made the uniforms. But he made the logos, and I asked him if he could do one. And had that done just before we started streaming this. So that was the main pick for Cleveland, and then for Atlanta, older team, lots of moving parts, lots of guys that I wanted to move around to make it a younger team, and I did that today. We'll look more towards that as we get to free agency much later in this franchise. And then, yeah, there's a decent amount of guys who I like on here. Just had to move some pieces around.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
But yeah, Ramjet, I mostly just wanted middle of the road kind of teams, and that's what we have here.
Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So.
At the plate, Chase Parker. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Parker.
From the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
I guess it would depend on what you're going for. If you want one of the better teams, I'll always say Mariners, I'll say the A's, and I'll say the Giants. Those are the 3 of the better teams in the franchise, in my opinion. 3-0 here. And of those 3, probably the Mariners have the best minor league system. So they're probably the #1 franchise team for Bacon's fictional roster. For teams that are rebuilding that you're starting at already, the Diamondbacks probably have the most prospects, the most major league ready prospects almost. So that's kind of the move if you want your work to be done already, and you just kind of move your veterans away and give it some time for those guys to develop. And then other rebuilds would be like the Cubs, the Cardinals.
Good take and a walk is the result.
I'd even say the Indians are more of a rebuild. There's a few others. But those would be my suggestions off the top of my head.
Just missed it. with this guy's big power.
Again,
he's
Mariners,
feeling
Giants,
pretty good
A's,
at
if you're looking for someone
Don't forget
good.
to try and get on
Diamondbacks,
somebody and drive it out of the
Indians,
yard this AB.
Cardinals, Cubs, if you want to rebuild.
0-1 count and the pitch.
And then, you know, overall the league is really,
This guy just can't seem to find the
really
strike zone.
even. So it's, you know, you're walking a fine line between rebuilding and keeping all your talent.
Pulled the string on him, 1-2.
So think about that as well when
Surprised if he
you're
uses
diving into a
aggressiveness against
franchise.
him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a
I hope
little
I answered your
further.
question well there, Ramjet. 1-2 here, Franklin.
Here it comes.
Just swung at a terrible pitch right before that one. That's not a good one. Yeah, thank you. And of course, I think people talk about it a lot on OS, asking me who they think or who I think they should run with for a franchise. So I think I've answered that a bunch on OS too. If you want the hard evidence of me saying the same answers, it's on there too.
That's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Oh, change up right down the middle, and I'm not on it. He doesn't really throw anything that moves away. It's all up and down. That's ball 4. We'll take it. That's 3 straight walks.
A little too fine there.
Love it.
Walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base.
There's something about working out
A
walks that
single
just feels
probably
good.
drives in a couple of runs.
Standing
Riddle
in,
struck out
Bradley
twice.
Riddle. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in
Just
play.
keep taking, right?
Ball, no strikes to count.
It was at 190 was running his run position. I think I'm pitching in for Woodward when we get there. It's still going to be a bit because I got Riddle batting 5th today. Yeah. Let's try to get a knock here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Maybe at least I'm not.
And he watches one split the middle here.
I was undecided on if I was going for it or not.
Fouled away.
Yeah, Cole, I like that idea too. Use a team in the division that you previously played before. Then you kind of get to see how they move their roster around compared to how you did it previously. I like that
After
idea.
fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves.
Yeah, Randy, I would say my thread's probably the best to get information about my roster. This is worst case scenario. That was really bad. Yeah, the OS forum is the best place to get information about the roster. I can actually send a thread real fast. Who is this? That's not good. That's Parker who's hurt. You guys don't want to read that. I'll get the thread, the link for you real quick here, Ramjet, and I'll throw it in the chat. But it's a lot of information, so if you want to do, I'm not entirely sure how you'd want to search for all of it. I just look at the more recent posts, probably. Yeah, there's the link. Cool. Okay, so I have to put in Derek Foster. He's my only backup catcher. Thankfully, he doesn't have to run, so he'll just come in for defense. Guy that I just brought up. I traded my backup catcher. Who's Ozzy?
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounded
I love
down.
it. Okay, so we take the lead back. That's the best part about this sequence of events here. But that double play really killed this rally. I mean, really killed this rally. That was bad.
No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1.
And then Ramjet, of course, if you have questions, ask me anywhere. I'll answer any question you got. If you want me to answer a general one about which team you should use, those are questions I love answering. So I'm always available. I'm always a resource, and I don't mind answering the same question twice.
Till he proves he can lay off of it.
Nothing there. That's going to go foul, though. Yep.
Ball, strike 2.
Ozzy had to hit his last time up. We'd love another one here.
Here's the 2-2. Swing
Nope.
and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
So Cole only gives
they
up
scratch
1 after
across a
walking
run
3
here
because
on
I got
no hits,
unnecessarily
no
aggressive
errors, and a
there.
man left. 5 innings
Not ideal.
complete. The Kings on top 3-2.
Here's Foster. He'll stay in for defense. I think he's a no batting glove guy, actually.
Leading off the inning, Howard Tompkins.
Tompkins.
And they'll need him to get something
I
going.
keep Woodward in. I didn't get to his spot in the lineup, so if I can get him through 6, that'd be great. This is the middle of their lineup, 3rd time through. They're up a run now, so that'll give Woodward a dub if we end up winning this game without giving up the lead. It would be a quality start if I don't give up another run, or if I don't give up 2 more runs. Don't like that, though.
He's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a
What's his 0 for 7 between these 2 games?
Is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh my goodness!
Sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back.
Oh!
And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because
exactly
this
what I was talking
ball
about.
is gone.
That's fantastic. I'm garbage at robbing home runs. I don't think I was going to get to that one, even if I didn't glitch there.
Runs for him now thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
That's upsetting. Especially because we've been in control of most of this game, and I could have gotten more runs than just the one. Yeah, and I just got caught in the wall there.
He should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a
I don't
game
have
of
anyone else.
inches, folks.
All right, well then let's consider Mendez here since I'm down a run now. And I'll just go with Woodward until Mendez is ready. Mendez will finish the inning.
He'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the
that was not good.
for the first
3
strike.
and 4 guys get on, single and then home run. Reset here now.
The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ray is there, and he has it for the first out. So stepping in, T.J. Mercer.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month
Oh,
recognition.
Mercer was Player of the Month for July. I didn't even look at those awards. Usually something you should check out at least just to see how hot everyone is, or who is the hottest, I guess, that month. And Mercer is one of them.
Left fielder looking
Great.
up and gone.
So Woodward's blowing up here.
The second deck.
Not good.
A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Okay, I'm just going to take him on now.
Last night too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff: don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do.
Mercer's one of the big power
just
hitting
like he
catchers on the roster. T.J. Mercer, yeah, just throws his at when he's done with it. Okay, we're going to put Mendez in now. This is 7, 8, and 9 for them. They'll pinch it for the pitcher if we get that far. Mendez making his 2020 debut with these Atlantic Kings. 6 foot 240. He is 24 years of age. This is our 4-seam sinker, knuckle curve, slider, and a changeup.
To the plate now, Colin Vickers.
Yeah, that was right down the
Go
middle.
after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
We're now down 2 runs. We're up 1 entering this 6th inning.
Well
Right on
thrown
the
sinker
corner. I like
that
that.
time down, but in the strike zone.
Okay.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
Oh, that's not the pitch I want. Give me that slider here. 1-2, slider just off plate. Oh, missed the spot. That's why.
That was a
Another
nasty
one.
sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit.
Cool. So Mendez gets his first strikeout and his first batter face of the season. Now we got McMahon. He should be fine against left-handed hitters too. Mendez is one of the new players who I haven't used too much, so I'm not entirely sure what he's really good at necessarily. And
behind second, and that's in there. Base hit.
keep the train moving.
That was a well-executed pitch down and
All
away.
right.
Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the
Here's
offense.
Joel
It's a nice
Snell.
piece
Talked
of
about him
hitting.
before
Maybe
when we
not what
played
he
the
was looking
Nationals.
for,
He's
but the
a
result was
AAA guy
there.
to start. Kind of a bench outfielder, not exactly going to be his starter consistently, and that's where they have him for this one. Doesn't have a hit yet.
The other way down the left field line. And this will
It's
wind
surprising
up
too
a
because he's
foul
been up for a
ball.
little while at least. At least 5 plate appearances because he's walked. Slider.
0-1 delivery. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Things are unraveling here in the
Pretty
6th.
obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he
That's
has
good.
lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Plus, I wasn't a good pitch to try to throw on either. Not ideal. Use another sinker. Should have thrown a fastball up there instead. Ooh!
Now 3-1.
Great. Am I going to walk Snell? He's not
Not
exactly the guy you want to pitch around. Fastball right by him. He was on that too. He's just late.
Now the
Fastball up. Let's
3-2
go.
pitch. And it's fouled away.
Right again. Fastball up. He wasn't on
Fouled off.
any of these. That's 95. Come on now.
3
He's
runs
early on 95. He was just late on 93.
And he fouls this one off.
Come on. Okay. Well, we're dropping a changeup on him. 9th pitch of this at bat.
Can't get an auto swing rate.
Got
Nowhere
it
near where I wanted it.
looking,
We'll take it.
that'll do it. The inning is over.
So Mendez was good enough.
So 2 home runs in the inning lead to
2
3
strikeouts,
runs
though.
on the scoreboard.
That's nice.
Bottom part of the order, 7,
So
8,
take the
and
lead,
9
3
go
runs.
up in the home half. Manny Quezada.
There's Manny
Pitching
Quezada.
in the bottom of the 6th.
43 ERA, looking good. 4-3 record, 7 holds. Better against right-handers than left-handers. So I'll think about putting a lefty in when we have to pinch hit.
Bottom of the inning
That'll be
now.
the 3rd batter this
Standing in is the
frame.
veteran outfielder.
Who's my next pitcher then? Down 2 runs.
Very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're
Wish
down
Cole
by
was
a couple of runs, and
had
this would
energy.
be the
We'll
right
use
place
him.
at
I'm
the
gonna
right
go
time
Betancourt.
to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind. and
Again,
win
thanks
this
for being
one in
here.
the
I
eighth or
am
ninth inning.
Bacon96. We're playing Bacon's Fictional franchise, Bacon's
Here's the
Fictional
first
roster.
offering.
Give me a follow here on Twitch or on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. That's just Bacon's Fictional for YouTube.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
And on Twitter, of course,
Great job
Bacon's
by the
Fictional on
pitcher right
Twitter.
there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a
And
sinker
Bacon's
ball
Fictional
pitcher,
franchise.
but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
To 1-2 now. Now the pitch.
1-2.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3.
Okay.
And that's out number 1.
Right in the corner.
We've seen some really good pitching
Is that
from these
there?
guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jorge Aguilera is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
I'm more scared of Wooten than
Right-hander
Ferguson
starts
between
to
those
loosen
two.
out in the bullpen now.
Wooten I couldn't hit at all when we played the Nationals last time.
He's able to ride this one high.
Did I get this one?
Toward right center.
I don't think so.
It's carrying.
That's going to be off the wall, isn't it? Oh,
Track. He makes the catch.
that sucks. Okay. We're going to do off the bench. I want to say Fujita because I'm going to have to pinch it again. So I'll do him next time. So it's between Cusimano and Salazar. Let's do Cusimano. First game back in the majors for
We'll
him.
get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Utility outfielder. He's a switch hitter. Excuse me, switch hitter, I believe. .210 on the average. I believe he has no service time entering a franchise, so this is all his career stats.
High in the air
Yeah,
out to
nothing,
center
okay.
field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Do want to change pitchers. Here's Orlando
is
Betancourt.
on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number
Lots
7.
of walks from him. Decent numbers though overall.
Stepping into the box, Gordon Landry. He'll swing it from the left side right here. 1 ball, no strikes.
We're going to gut through the bullpen for the rest of this game here. Hopefully we won't give up any more runs.
Right. Long run for the right
I'd like to put in Young, but I don't want to do it if we're down
and
2
makes
runs.
the
He's
catch
got
for the
enough
first out.
energy to pitch an inning, I'm sure. Probably even more if I want to get
Stepping
him to pitch
Ben
2.
Brown. And a fastball's in
That's
there
my
for strike
fastball.
1.
I do like this guy out of the
finds
bullpen.
himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up.
There we go, 0-2.
Fastball taken, but that
Now
gets
what?
the
We go
zone
slider
for
down?
strike.
This is only breaking pitch.
Yeah, this is straight survival
Let's try
mode.
that.
Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
We went after it.
Did a good
Okay.
job to shorten up and protect the plate.
Try something else.
and
We'll go
he'll have
fastball
another
up
shot
now.
at it
Up
here.
and in. Classic 2-strike pitch. And he
Ball
doesn't
just
swing it. Come on.
inside.
Just off the plate. It wasn't high, it was just off the plate there. Same
That
thing there,
misses,
that
and
was
we're
off
even
the
at
plate.
2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't
One
put
Brown.
him away. So now it'll be.
Oh, and then you swing at that and get it through?
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
I don't like it.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout.
All right, Tompkins.
In now,
He's been good for them. 2 singles today.
as he'll
Nowhere
look at a
near it.
fastball
That's
too
short.
high for ball 1.
Come on, buddy.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In there, 1-1.
Silver linings, if we do give up runs, I can put in Dunning and just have him get beat around the last
A ball and
inning
2
or
strikes
2.
now.
But I prefer not to
He was
lose
gonna
this
wait
one.
him out, see if he was gonna
Especially
come
against a
with
divisional
hard
opponent that's
well,
behind you in the
newsflash,
standings. These are the
he
games
is,
you gotta
and this
win.
hitter's gonna adjust his
These are the
batting
series
posture.
you have to
He better
win.
be ready in the box.
He'll try again, 1-2.
Ooh, he swung at that.
Tried to hold up.
Oh. What's up,
No
Chris?
swing. It's
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
set and the 2-2 pitch.
And thanks for being here, too.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for
That
another
2-2
fastball, but the pitcher went to
still
breaking ball,
for
and the
Tompkins.
hitter just fouls that one off.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's just off the plate, but it still is a called strike. We're playing with personalized umpires. And
Sometimes we see
again, it's just off the plate, so that's going to be a called strike. Let's go. Love it. Nothing you can do. And that's a perfect pitch if the umpire likes you enough, right?
Bo Sorensen.
Sorensen, he went yard to take the lead.
Back to the
His
middle
last time up.
innings here. This was a big
That was
blow,
last
a
inning.
2-run home run that really got his
Look at that
guys
beautiful
going.
sky. Yeah, Ray was just there. Okay. There's a fastball right down the middle.
Delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get
We got
it.
Brown
He's
at first.
looking
He's
for a
probably
ball
not
to
going to
drive,
run.
but that ball
Decent
was a little
stealing,
bit
though.
too far up in the zone. That's one you normally
I like
don't
fastball down the middle. I got to stop throwing meaty fastballs. Must just not have the control on the two-seam like I need.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away.
That's my slider, right? And all two seams, I can go slider down. You can go after it, though. Come on now. The perfect pitch. It's exactly where I wanted it. Isn't it?
Fouled off.
Again, thanks for being here. This is Bacon's Fictional Franchise. You see it right above me. I am Bacon96. And with Bacon's
Another
Stream
try,
roster.
2-2. And he fouls this
Bacon's
one
Fictional
off.
roster. That first on a bunch of pitches. This is 23 right now.
On the eighth
Got him.
pitch,
Let's
the
go.
at-bat
Sorensen was the guy we
finally
needed to
does
strike
it
out
as
there.
he wears
Or at
him
least get
down
out.
and the inning is over.
So he gives up nothing in terms of runs. We're still down
And it
2 and a
remains
stretch time.
5-3. So the lineup flips over and digging in, J.C. Rain. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's set. Here it comes.
Zada's still in there. Oh my goodness, J.C. Ray!
Deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
That's how you cut the lead down right there. One swing, first pitch of the inning. J.C. Ray hits a home run to straight away right field. I
here.
love
It's
it.
now a 5-4
Love it when your
game.
big time contact guys hit home runs still. Beautiful thing.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down one right
Yes,
now.
and he knew it.
Feeling pretty good they can come back.
Huge home run. Yep, it is rally time. That's right. Got one run, now we're only down one. Now we have 9 outs to work with. Gonna bat all the way through the lineup then.
Stepping in
So the
now,
exciting part is I'll get Fujita to bat. That one's gonna drop. Yes, it is. Let's go. That's back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches to start this 7th inning. Both against or with left-handed hitters.
Yeah, and he didn't come
The
out of
6-game
his
hitting
shoes, no
streak
matter
for
what he was trying to do all day.
was that Mesoraco now.
Shoulder up.
He's been good. He's been a clutch hitter for me all the way through. Here's Derek Foster. So he's my backup catcher. I can't do anything about pinch hitting for him here since Parker left. So Foster's in the game now. I'll show his hot zones, but they're all cold. And he's a decent hitter against left-handed pitching. He's even got 39 bunting. So we will be bunting here to try to get Mesoraco to second. I'm not going to do much with the bat if I swing away. So it's just going to be a straight bunt here.
Try and get too big. Extends the hit
Try to
streak.
get Mesoraco to second base. I'm sorry, Foster. You're never going to bat third. And it hits him. That's even better. We'll take it. Foster not much on the bases either. He's, again, prototypical defensive backup catcher. That one was right in his head. Let's go. This is huge. This is the rally you're talking about, Cole. Tying run stands at second base. Go-ahead runs at first base. I don't have speed for the guy on first. But I do have power for the guy at the plate. That's Mason Franklin. Just want to single up the middle. Make things interesting here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Fastball. He gotta get it up there. I think he can get the 98
According
actually.
to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Franklin has a slugging percentage.
Franklin leads my team in home runs.
A respectable number. Checks his swing
That's
here,
down.
but he does
It's
so in
2-0.
time.
Lots of sinkers from Quezada so far.
Really aggressive.
Been sinker
Guys
forcing
already
mostly.
on. Pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Possible tying and go-ahead
And then
runs
he's got
on
a
base
knuckle
with
curve
nobody
too.
out.
I think this is going to be another fastball though. Give me in the middle of the plate. No, outside, 3-0. Putting the controller down. I'm not going to swing 3-0. Even if it's meaty, we're still taking here 3-0. Down a run, I got Riddle next. I'm still thinking he's going to throw a fastball down the middle, but I'm gonna take it. Ooh, no, it's a curveball. That's good. I'm glad I took it. Now he's going to go fastball. No way he goes back-to-back curveballs for a strike. The fastball to strike is the curveball is probably going to be down.
Just grooving one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Yes! Oh! I wasn't that far off, was I? Very early. PCI placement wasn't great. Because it was the sinker instead of the four-seam. Four-seam would have been by me. That would have been up. Let's go! Mason Franklin! A huge 3-run home run to take the lead here in the 7th inning. Mason Franklin hits one out. We have 2 home runs in the inning for a total of 4 runs, taking the lead and adding on top of it. Beautiful home run to left center field. Mason Franklin. Love it.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
What a beautiful hit.
Adam Parkinson comes on now. He'll take
Parkinson,
over with
cool. So now they're down.
in inning number
What is it? We
7.
just got 3, so we're up 2. Yes, sir. It's beautiful. What a home run there from Franklin. A perfect home run from Franklin. Sinker down and away. And we got it right away. So this one really got turned on its head. We were up, gave up runs. They took the lead, and then we take it back here. Thanks again for joining me for this exciting 7th inning. We have 4 runs already and no outs in the inning. Working 5, 6, 7 here. A couple hot bats coming up.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
But a huge rally. And you called it, Cole. Time for a rally. Now let's do something. Keep adding on. We're all about add-on runs here. 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, just add-on runs.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Vickers is there, one away.
Ramirez, 1 for 3 today. He had a home run in the minors yesterday. His first game with the Kings today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective
I didn't think he'd throw back-to-back high fastballs like that at all. I'm not going after that one.
2-1 now.
2-1.
Only one out in the inning.
Yeah, was I early on that? I was on 93. PCI was fine too. That should have been a hit. Super early on it. Okay, and that was a bad at bat there from Ramirez.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball.
Mostly because I'm still trying to do something. I don't need to be aggressive like that. Bobby Getz, he's already got 2 knocks today.
Get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Oh, I got to think about bullpen. I didn't warm really up, did I?
Bobby Getz is in with 2 away now as he looks
did not. Oh my gosh. Where do Clark Young here? What happened there?
And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out.
Okay. I don't like that. Okay.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
It's one of the weird bullpen glitches. I think Perkinson is injured, and the game glitches like that. Where if you have an injured pitcher on the other team, it just says put in game instead of letting me warm him up.
And now pitch on the way. This
oh my goodness! Getz!
Look at this.
This dude! What's happening? Bobby Getz with the home run. He's now a triple away from the cycle. I don't know if he's going to get a chance to bat, but we love it. 3 hits, 2 for extra bases. Bobby Getz hits his 10th home run. We love the insurance. 8-5. Beautiful. A towering shot. That's a beautiful home run right there, just down the line. Up 3 runs now.
Into the box now, Jorge Aguilera.
Aguilera.
Pitch to him is off.
This is more than a rally now, isn't it?
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened. And it's
2-0 to Aguilera.
If you're not focusing
Show me
on the
a
guy in the batter's
fastball,
box.
buddy.
Too
Nope.
tight with that
3-0.
3-0.
Well,
Would love it if we got to the pitcher spot here.
You just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so
I'm
it's
taking
time to
Betancourt
challenge
out
him right
anyway.
here.
That one's in there.
3-1 now after he lands a fastball. Excuse me.
Line hard to the left
That was
side.
ball 4.
But this will be a foul ball.
So, Rick. It's 1-1 then.
Now the
3-2.
3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Shouldn't be late on the fastball. Especially 93. I should never be late on 93.
Once again, a 3-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Okay. So 5 runs here in the 7th inning. We didn't get to the pitcher spot like I was
So
hoping.
really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning.
Clark
Thanks in
Young
large
for
part
the
to
8th.
3 big flies.
Huge.
8th
3
inning
home
coming
runs
up.
in the
The
frame.
Kings
Solos
lead this
on either
one
end of a
8-5.
3-run home run. We nearly bat around. And now we have a 4-run lead. Or 3-run lead, excuse me.
Leading off the inning, Alfonso Pena.
So Pena's going to be 5, 6, 7 for these Nationals.
This game up.
I like Clark Young a lot. He's probably my favorite bullpen arm here in Atlanta.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
39,000 people here.
Line to the right side, but foul. Grounded slowly to the left side.
I'm not getting to that. Riddle makes a play though. Beautiful on defense there. Love it.
Digging in, TJ Mercer.
Quick first out. Mercer homered his last time out, excuse me. He's got home runs in back-to-back games, and they said before that he's the National League Player of the Month from July. Nothing doing there though. This game really turned here in the 7th inning. Now in the 8th, of course, but a huge shift of momentum with the 3 home runs that we hit. Just one
Yeah, they
inning.
don't have a lot of outs left to work with.
Clark Young's powers and stuff fast. Great.
If they're going to get back into this thing.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch. Hit down the line at first.
Ooh, that's fair. Oh no, that's foul. Okay.
1-2 now.
I saw the umpire put up his hands. I thought it was going to be a fair ball. I don't know if I would have gotten it out if that was a fair ball. Ozzie,
Right there.
beautiful play. I don't even mind that we traded Souza.
Nationals gone in order.
To the 8th, the bottom of the 8th, I should say. It's going to be 9-1 and 2. So I got a pinch hitter, then Ray and Mesoraco. Who's the pinch hitter going to be? I said before it was going to be
on his way out toward the home plate area, and
it's going to be Fujita. If they put in a lefty, it's not going to be him though. I don't know who we even have.
David
I think it's David.
come on now, and he'll slide
67 games, 80 and 2/3 innings, big strikeout numbers. Really good against both righties and lefties, just a 2.45 ERA. We'll go with Fujita. Right? Yeah, we'll do Fujita. Try to get another run here. If I do, then I can reconsider my bullpen situation. I still want to do Stevenson, but if I don't need to do Stevenson, then I'm okay with rolling with Gunning if we're on 4 runs, at least to start. They double switched in Quintero. I'm guessing he's going to play left, right? No, he'll play right. Okay. Cool. Okay. We'll go with it. So here's Fujita.
Fouled off. He's got the average up to 307.
Fujita's at 307 for the average. OPS at 939. That's a beautiful OPS, especially for this rookie here. Mashes against right-handers, doesn't play much defense. You can find him on the Cincinnati Reds. He's a steep potential shortstop in Double-A. He's a masher. Apparently I like swinging at pitches in the dirt.
Slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he looks at a cold
That's a strike. Okay, I don't like those little fastballs. That's exactly what that was. I'm always going to take them because they look like changeups to me. I spend a changeup way too often. Wooten probably doesn't even throw a changeup, does he? No, he doesn't well. Yeah, Rogue, this one really shifted. We had 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that resulted in our now 8-5 lead. Home runs by J.C. Ray, Mason Franklin, and then the third one by Bobby Getz. Getz is a triple away from the cycle, but he's probably not going to get a shot. He's the 7th spot in my lineup, so I'd have to get another rally here. Don't see that happening with 2 outs already.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
But yeah, this one really shifted. Yeah, Ray, good defensive center fielder, good contact. I know you like your defense, bro.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily
Rocco, 1
to
for
get
3
a
today.
swinging strike.
Love another knock,
If you
right?
get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Down the first
Nothing there, okay.
But this is a foul ball.
Everything Wooten throws comes towards you. Cutter, 4-seam, and a slider.
And look
Comes
out
towards you
as
to the
that
left.
one
Nice
ran
down
in
hit.
and got him.
You know,
We'll
with
take
two
it.
outs
So
and no
Foster
on,
gets the
that's
bat
the
again.
last thing
Foster's
you
the
want to
backup
do on the
catcher I
mound.
mentioned
That
before.
really gives the
Hoping that
opposition
Chase
some
Parker
hope
isn't
that
going
they
to be
can
out
do
too long. He's
something
running the
with this inning.
bases and got injured.
Digging in for his
They don't really have much for
at-bat,
catching
Derek
depth. No team
Foster.
really has much
No
for catching
official
depth.
at-bat for him, but he has scored a run
Unless
in
here's
this one.
Foster. Yeah, he took one to the hip his first time.
Now a throw over. And
Not going to hit much against righties, but he'll do some damage against left-handed pitching. Derek Foster. And he's one of the rare guys with a one batting glove
Here
that I
comes the
made
first
across.
pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Ball one, taken just off the inside.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Not having a good time here against
Made him
Wooten.
look silly with that one.
He's fine with the two left-handed batters, it seems, but his stuff is tough, especially here on the stretch.
Slider whiffed
Yeah, I'm not on
for
it.
strike 3.
All right, well,
Great pitch to put
we
in
do have the
front
lead,
of the
though,
inning.
entering the 9th here. I do need to put in a new pitcher, and it'll be my closer, Nathan Stevenson. It's going to be 8, 9, and 1 for them. They already put in a new outfielder, so we know who's all 3 hitters will be. So here is Stevenson. Boom.
Nathan Stevenson comes on
24 for
from the
25 on the
finish
saves,
this one off here
42
at the
games
top of
pitched
the ninth.
total, 45 in the 3rd innings. Strikeouts just under 9 for 9.
Into the box, Mike
Here's
McMahon.
Mike
He'll
McMahon.
try
He's got a
to
single
lead things
and a
off
stolen
here in
base. He's
inning
got
number
13 of
9.
those
They
on the
look like
season.
they're up against it here, down
Not
3
really much
on
either.
the
Bottom of their
road,
lineup here.
trying to come back against the
I
closer.
like Stevenson's release point.
Getting
I like that it's
underway
out
now
of the
as
stretch.
first pitch is taken for a cold
And I like that he's my closer. He's one of the
There's an
better
old saying in baseball, you
arms
need
in
to
this
take a
bullpen.
strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Slide it down 0-2.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he popped
Yeah,
him
no
up.
way. Riddle gets to that one. Easy. There's the first out here in the 9th. Felix Quintero, he's their 4th outfielder.
As the switch hitter will take his cuts.
This is one of the stances I edited a lot.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs
guys
to
like
hit
the
better
aesthetics
left-handed
of the
against
roster.
right-handed pitching.
And here's a
Two
fastball
seam on the
called
edge
for
there.
strike 1. 1 out,
Stevenson,
nobody
that's all
on.
he has. 4-seam and a slider. I wish that we could do 2-pitch pitchers. Only 3 pitches for pitchers as the minimum. But I'd really like it if I could legitimately just do 4-seam and slider. Or, like a knuckleball kind of guy. He's going to just throw like a knuckleball and sometimes a 4-seam or a knuckleball. And I'm just like, I mean, that's probably it, right? He has 2 pitches and it's a knuckleball. But just to keep hitters honest, right? But a 2-pitch pitcher legitimately would be cool to add. Now the Rock will make the play. We were 1 out away. Gordon Landry up now. He's been a thorn in my side for this game.
And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in
Heavy
the
guy
ninth.
to fastballs away.
A fastball off the
I
plate.
think he's a
away.
speedster. He
It's
could be a
0-1.
2020 guy.
2 out, nobody on. And this ball's in the air.
And
to
this
left field,
should
and
do
this
it.
should do it.
Gets if they're locked on. This is your ball game. Win 8-5. Bet for the winning pitcher. Final score 8-5. I improved to 7-3 on the streak between the 2 teams.
To be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking.
This is a big one too because I thought I let it go away. But we take the dub.
And never gave the lead back.
Post game hoorah! Who is our player of the game? Bobby Guest. No other than Bobby Guest. 3 hits again. I mentioned he was a triple away from the cycle. So of course he is the player of the game here. 3 knocks. We win this one because of our big 7th inning. 5 runs in that 7th inning. GG Washington. 2nd time we beat them. 2nd time on stream, that is, that I've beat them. There we are. Parker has just a strained tricep, so he won't be out too long. That's not bad. I'll move my face real quick so you can see. There we go. We just won this one. And then we're going to simulate to the 4th where I'm going to play both games on the 4th. I'll be back with the Spiders tomorrow is the plan. It'll be the Spiders on the 4th. That's not what I wanted. It'll be the Spiders on the 4th against the Minnesota Twins in Minnesota too. So I'm going to simulate there. Jackson, torn groin. All right, that's great. Okay. So actually, no, I'm going to cut it here though. I'll keep.
Morning. Welcome to Inside the
All
Show.
right, I'm going to cut it
Starting
here.
in the American League
I'm going to
Central,
simulate
the
more
Chicago
before we
White
play
Sox
again
grabbed 13 hits in
on
the game as they nabbed the win
tomorrow,
against the Spiders.
and that'll be a Cleveland Spiders game. What's up, Grits? Appreciate you for being here. We're actually going to do a raid real quick, so I'm going to end this and we'll raid somebody. I'm not entirely sure who was on, but it's somebody that I follow. So thanks for watching here. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock is the plan.